receipt.
Yep.
Yes. Here's some onboarding. How you doing?
Continue on
Thank you.
Cumberland Head, Grand Isle for 2 miles.
It just said the use of cell phones on and off the ferry is prohibited. We're in row 3. Good. Look at us.
Cool, we're gonna get right at the front.
We are.
How awesome is that?
Perfect.
Thank you.
Do you turn it off? Wait, yes.
What? Turn off the engine? You want me to turn off the engine?
I'm thinking.
If I turn off the windshield wipers.
Oh, you won't be able to see anything.
Is that my wallet? Here's my wallet.
I do. I had your wallet.
It's not a trip across the country without a ferry ride.
That's right. I'm doing the ferry. In the rain.
So this is... Hey crew. This is Lake Champlain, the border between New York and Vermont.
Yep.
And we are crossing the ferry. And actually I should turn around the camera because obviously there's a massive thunderstorm going. And it looks really cool. We were wondering whether or not the ferry would actually run in this weather, but apparently the ferry runs regardless. And we were lucky enough, just by coincidence, to get to sit right at the front here, which is awesome. So we just got back from, actually we just left, we didn't get back yet. Teal family reunion, Teal Steer family reunion, the Steers and the Teals, in New Hampshire, where we were. What's the name? Bradford, New Hampshire. And it was a lot of fun. It was overwhelmingly women, I would say.
Yeah.
Like maybe 70-80% women.
Yeah.
I've got a photograph which I'll cut in here. Hear the thunder? Oh no, is that the boat?
That's the boat. It's also pouring. Absolute pouring.
It's pouring rain. Is that really the boat? Yeah, that is the boat. We're starting to move. So, yeah, you can open your window because the wind's coming the other direction.
Yeah, getting a little wet.
Here we go. This is picking out Sarah's window.
That is some serious rain.
That is some serious rain. Look at us go.
Well,
Actually, you can look at
there's not a lot of wind,
video of the
though,
video
so
behind us.
It's not it's pretty calm, but it's just rain.
Yeah, no, it's raining hard. And actually, there was a ton of lightning coming in as well. So I think it's a pretty quick ferry. It's, what, 15 minutes? Is that what you said, Sarah?
Yep.
So this should be a relatively short video. Yeah, so we had this reunion, and I went to a Steer Teal family reunion with Sarah. Did we have kids with us at that point? Did we have Brennan Carew?
We at least had two. Oh, well, I don't know.
Was that the time? So that was when Anthony was there.
Yeah. So we had Brennan Carew.
So we had Brennan Carew, and it was right before we went to Belize. It was,
Carew was 4 months old.
That summer. Carew was 4 months old. And so that was the first time I'd met, the only time I'd met a number of these people. But it ended up being, I mean, it didn't end up. I mean, it was really fun to get to see all these people and hang out. We ended up getting there around 11:30, and we had lunch and then dinner and hung out in the pool.
Yep.
And it was just, and it's just fascinating. You know, I don't have extended family like that. But, you know, these are all Sarah's cousins, first and second cousins.
Yep.
And their significant others. There was a young man named Ricky who is from
American
Samoa. Yeah, Samoan. Big dude, like 6'3", 6'4".
350 pounds.
Yeah, just a big dude, and and totally Samoan. Grew up in Samoa, has been in the U.S. for 10 years or something. Worked on a fishing boat out of Alaska, a couple fishing boats out of Alaska, and is dating one of Sarah's second cousins. And it's funny because I saw him kind of come in, and he just had the big hair. He looked exactly like the character out of Moana, the god.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he looked exactly like him, and with the massive hair and everything. And I thought maybe he'd feel a little uncomfortable coming into this group, so I went over just and said hi to him first thing and introduced myself, and I was like, I'm not really part of this family either. but then had a brief conversation with him, and then we got in the pool and ended up talking for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I had great conversations with Sarah has actually the father of the girl that Ricky is dating is a guy named Carlos, who's Chilean, and I had a great conversation with him, and his wife is a research scientist in Woods Hole at the Oceanographic Center there, and he worked there for a long time, but he's been working for some company that makes some scientific instruments relating to the research he did there.
Yeah, but he's a
Was under
hermit crab phlebotomist. I mean, seriously.
Really?
He draws blood from hermit crabs and puts them back in the ocean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
what he does.
Well, but he trains people. He travels all over
Yeah.
the world training people to use the equipment that this company sells.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's retiring in February, and so he and his wife Ruth were talking about the camper van and all excited about, and I was giving him the hard sell for getting a camper van. Apparently Ruth has wanted one for a while. Oh, look, there's a bird flying across in front of us. He was and so we gave him the hard sell. Anyway, I had a great conversation with him. He did GIS back in the late 80s, early 90s as well. Actually his undergraduate was in geography, he said, or geography and something else, double major. Anyway, so yeah, really fun time. And then all of Sarah's other cousins who we've seen regularly, it's always nice to see them and their husbands, who are just, they're all kind of like Brad types. Actually, well, Matt and Tony are anyway. They're guys who just, they know how to do a lot of things, and they're smart and accomplished at mechanical stuff, and so it was fun to chat with them. And I've seen them regularly, but I felt like I had, they tend to be men of few words, and I felt like I had a good couple conversations with them. So that was fun, and it was. And then we, after everyone left, we dropped Deb off at a Airbnb she was staying at, and then we went back to we were the only ones staying at the place because we were staying in the camper van, and so Sarah and I went swimming in the pool at 9 o'clock, which was really nice because it's super humid. It was, it wasn't that hot. It was mid 80s.
Yeah, it was so hot yesterday.
But it was so stuffy, and the pool was like 80 degrees, I think, a little bit, just maybe 79. And I sat in the pool for an hour and a half. So I cooled down, but then Sarah was still really hot. And And then we, when we got back, we went swimming one last time before we went to bed. And then we got up this morning and went for a walk, and then came back and went for another swim. So you'd be proud of me for getting in the pool. And actually, we fished a dead mouse out of the pool, which was even better. So I don't know. That's a lot of. It's kind of an information dump rather than a story. Is that true, Sarah? But I thought you'd enjoy seeing the video of the ferry crossing as we are heading westward again. We're going to see how far we can get tonight. It may be someplace in Canada, undoubtedly. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I probably let the video continue to run until we hit the landing that we can see out here in front of us, because why not? Actually, if you want to see what's behind us as well, you can see my rear view camera that I put in. But I think I told you that we've decided we need to go back to Wales. Just the the issues with the house, we've just got to get over there and actually see what's actually going on before the next guests show up at the house. So yeah, we're gonna be home for I think less than 48 hours before we catch a plane to Wales for 10 days. So, I mean, as much as I love going to Wales and I'm looking forward to being there, I'm looking forward to it, I would rather not do it now. I would rather be home for a few weeks before we have to...
Because we're flying to Pittsburgh the next week.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but we have to go to Pittsburgh a week after we get back.
Less than.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be a little hectic. I have a video I'm working on from while we were on Minot, and I started, working on actually writing down some thoughts that I wanted to share. But, with everybody there, it was hard to get the mental space to actually do it. So we'll see. It may be another week or two before I am able to complete that. But
See him in the interim.
yeah, and we'll see in the interim. But
Welcome to New York.
Oh, it says we're in New York. I don't know if you heard that. The phone just told us we're in New York, even though I'm videoing. So yeah, here we are at the landing. I don't know that.
Rain stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. You noticed the rain stopped. Yeah. Look at the sky. Look at that beautiful sky. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. I will upload this when I get the chance. Hope you're doing well.